One thing is for sure, when it comes time to sell your house, you're gonna be met with a barrage of advice from your friends, your family, your doctor, your dentist, your neighbor, pretty much everybody that figures out you're trying to sell. And the good news is that, some of the advice is great, but unfortunately, some of it is absolutely terrible. And as someone who's thinking about selling, you have all of these things going on in your life and it's super stressful. It can just become really, really overwhelming. And so in this video, I want to tell you, as a local real estate agent and investor in the area, the top 3 mistakes that we constantly see sellers making before they go to list their house. But first, you're probably wondering, who are you and why should I listen to you? My name's Cam Avery and I'm a local real estate agent and investor in the area. And while the average American buys and sells a house every 7 years, our brokerage buys and sells a house every 9 minutes. So we're thrilled today. We've boiled down the top 3 mistakes that we consistently see our private clients making before it comes time to sell. And so you're gonna get a lot of information about this video. And if you'd like to download our free seller's guide, you can actually just click the link right in the description below to get some great information about selling your home in southern Maine and Seacoast, New Hampshire. So let's just jump right into the video. And by the way, guys, we're out here in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It is a gorgeous day. You can see the bridge. Here's the Bowie Shack, awesome restaurant, by the way. We're gonna take a walk through over the bridge and see Portsmouth. So come on with us and let's talk about selling your house. So mistake number 1 is doing major renovations on your house that are gonna add little to no return on investment or ROI. We see this all the time where someone goes and renovates something that is completely unnecessary and is not going to add any value to your home. The biggest thing that you want to do is to make sure that the work you're doing is going to provide a solid return on investment. In other words, for every dollar you spend, make sure that you're making more than $1 in return, or else it makes absolutely no sense to do it before you sell. This is a different mindset than if you were planning on being there for the next 10 years, and it's an important shift that you have to make when it comes time to sell. Now keep in mind, I'm not talking about doing important repairs, things that have been maybe potentially neglected or that need to get done, such as, the heat doesn't work. Obviously, those things need to get taken care of. But I'm talking about, doing a potential kitchen renovation when the new buyers may want a different style of kitchen. Now you've just gone and spent $10,000 that you're never going to get back, and that the new buyers are now going to have to rip out anyways. And so it's really important, don't do any major renovation projects without first speaking to a local realtor to figure out if this is really going to be a worthwhile investment for you. Mistake number 2 is trying to time the market. So many people will say, well, I have to wait until the market is just perfect before I list. Oh, well, the market's a little down, maybe I'll wait a week. Oh, interest rates are high, maybe I'll wait even longer. The problem is that no one can predict the future, and there's no guarantee that by waiting, you're actually gonna net more for your money than if you were to just list today. Now, of course, New England does have some seasonality when it comes to its real estate market. And yes, interest rates are going to continue to go up and they're going to continue to go down. The reality is, and the best advice that I can give you is one that I've had to learn myself in my own personal experience, is that if you can afford to buy a house and you want to do it and you need to sell your house in order to do so, there is no better time to list your house than right now. Guys, it is an absolutely beautiful day in Portsmouth, and before we talk about the 3rd mistake that home sellers make, I want to take you down to one of my favorite spots. We get to look at some of the beautiful boats and yachts that come into the harbor every summer this time of year. Come on, let's go check it out. And then finally, the 3rd mistake that home sellers are consistently making is just not speaking to a real estate agent soon enough. And I get it. Listen, your house isn't perfect. There's some closets that need to be cleaned out. There's some clutter on the floor. Trust me, I understand all that. That's why I tell people I'm kind of like Planet Fitness. I'm a judgment-free zone. And so if you invite me to come over to your house, do a walkthrough and a consultation, I promise you, I can look past all of the things that you think, oh my gosh, I have to wait before I call a realtor to get. You need to talk to somebody. Even if it's not me, you have to have someone come and give you a consultation so that you can be aware of what you need to be doing on the property. Now, the reality of the situation is this, guys. I don't want you to spend $10,000 that you didn't need to spend if you had just had a simple conversation, right? Nobody gets life insurance the day that they die. Nobody talks to a financial advisor when they're already a millionaire, right? The time to do and your preparation is right now. And so definitely reach out to me or a local agent that you trust and get the conversation started as soon as possible. Well, if you've made it this far in the video, you guys are ahead of about 90% of home sellers when it comes time to listing your home. And that means you're exactly the type of person that I would love the chance to talk to. If you'd like to schedule a call, you can just click the link right in the description below. Guys, it's an absolutely beautiful day. I wish I could hop on that yacht with those guys and head out to wherever they're going. But instead, you know what you should do? You should watch this video right here, giving you 10 ways to add over $10,000 of equity into your property before it comes time to sell.